Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing out there? I came across a very interesting article. Well, it was a news flash. Alexandria proposes replacing Confederate street names. Alexandria, Virginia is renaming streets to honor the contributions of prominent African American figures in the city's history and removing the names of Confederate figures. Among them, Forest Street, now named for Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest, the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, dropped an R and it would simply be Forest Street, as in trees. I'm sure if people still use two R's, things will get delivered to us, one resident said. With Sycamore and Hamlet streets within walking distance, all the other streets, they're all like all tree names, the resident said. So didn't even notice that there were two R's. Another street up for change, Early Street, named for Confederate Major General Jubal Early, who led the attack on DC's Fort Stevens during the Civil War. Its proposed new name, Harriet Jacobs Street, after the abolitionist and author of the book Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. There are some residents, particularly those with home based businesses, who worry about the address change, which could mean new shipping labels and other such business costs. It's going to force me to go ahead and change my return address labels, and I'll pass those costs on to the city, one resident said. According to the proposals, he may have to foot those costs. He lives on Jordan Court, which, like Jordan Street, is named after a brigadier general in the Confederate Army. I can't speak, sorry. They would become Hughes Street and Hughes Court, named after an enslaved family that lived in the Fox Chase area. While those while those opposed say the changes erase history, many of the names of prominent Confederates weren't applied to streets until 1950s city ordinance. Our predecessors used street naming policies as a form of permanent protest against the burgeoning civil rights movement and the growing political power of African Americans, Alexandria Mayor Justin Wilson said. Some residents call the changes necessary evolution. I mean, just sort of not celebrating these things we shouldn't be celebrating, one resident said. Residents will get a chance to weigh in on the name changes and even propose some of their own at a public meeting at City Hall November 30th. So, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Alexandria needs to change those street names that are named after those Confederate generals, those racist Confederate generals? Do you think it'll do anything? I mean, what is that gonna do for our people? The past, and they'll change street names, but they won't give us reparations. I mean, they do silly things and think that it's, I don't know. They won't give us what we really need to appease us to really, really, I don't know. I mean, who cares? The damage is already done anyway, so. But tell me what y'all think. Okay, YouTube, tell me what y'all think.